And now, the moment that you all have been waiting for. The heated, spirited, vicious debate between me, Zafir Nagji, and my co-host MJ Jorge, featuring a few contributions from Noah Wilson on who the better player is between Allen Iverson and James Harden. Now, this debate, MJ didn't have his computer out. I admit that I did, but I was helping him by looking out stats too. Maybe I'm just talking through my own tinted lenses, but let us know what you think here after listening to this debate on who the better player is between James Harden and Allen Iverson. Two of the best scorers of all time. Let us know what you think, but here's the debate that everyone's been anticipating.
Allen Iverson is not better than James Harden, right?
You want to end the podcast with that?
All right. I'll see you next week.
Allen Iverson is not better than James Harden?
James Harden is better than Allen Iverson, right?
Guys.
You're not serious, right? There's no way.
Allen Iverson dropped 40 on Froby.
Wait.
In the finals.
Wait, you believe this? You believe this?
I believe this 100%.
You think Allen Iverson is a better player than Harden?
I think it is nail and like it is so
nail
close.
for nail on what?
I'll admit, you're tripping. Now we're just trying to extend the podcast. This is great. Bro, Harden?
Iverson, the second best ball handler of all time.
What?
Okay.
Wait.
Guys.
No. It's Kyrie and then AI,
Guys.
right?
If you want to, that's fine.
It's Kyrie and then AI. AI never had a bad playoff run. Always took his team as far as they could possibly go.
AI stunk it up in some playoffs. Don't do that now. He on Denver when he was on a better team. He wasn't as great as
late in his career.
Late in his career, though.
I think at the Harden's career looks better because he's had more years at a high level. I think Allen Iverson's peak was higher than James Harden's peak.
What? End the podcast.
We're trying to end the podcast. We'll see you next week, folks.
No other All-Stars on the team went to the NBA Finals, made Vince Carter's Raptors look silly with the game winners. Dropped 40 on Kobe in Game 1, was the only team to beat the 2000-2001 Lakers in the playoffs. They were 16-1.
2019 James Harden. One
completely
of the greatest,
flops in the playoffs every single year.
No. We're talking about you're talking about peak. At their best.
At James Harden's peak, he was a flop in the playoffs.
I'm talking about for peak.
Like
at their best. At their best play.
In their best overall seasons, right?
Yes,
like
James Harden was better than Allen Iverson. It's not close.
I don't think so because Iverson.
Hold on. Did you see what Allen Iverson?
Iverson didn't have any All-Stars.
Hold on. Did you see what Harden was doing in 2019?
Did you see what Iverson was doing in 2000, 2001?
Nah, he's not serious. He's not serious, folks. It's over. It's over.
You're actually not.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching.
You're actually insane.
I'm giving the answer all of the credit. I love James Harden.
I understand because of the playoffs. Outside of the playoffs, Harden.
Outside of the playoffs, you got it.
Okay, so Harden's a better player.
Outside of the playoffs, you got it.
Oh, Harden's a better player.
But I think the playoffs matter more.
Oh no.
Okay. I think because when you're considering peak, you're not just going to take the regular season into account. You're going to take their playoff performance because we all know playoff basketball is the best way to evaluate a player. Harden has never had a playoff run like Allen Iverson's finals run in 2000-2001. No team beat the Lakers in the playoffs that year, except for Iverson behind his 40-point.
You giving him credit for that one win when the Lakers
for the whole playoff
the
run.
Lakers
for
were
the
off,
whole playoff
The
run.
Lakers were off 2 weeks, and you gonna let them have that win?
They were fresh. They were ready to go. Iverson's playing a 7-game series every single time.
Allen Iverson, they came off a 6-7 game series the series before against the Lakers,
and it doesn't matter, man. They both have the same result.
31 points per game in a defensive league in 2000-2001.
No, come on.
Okay. Score. Who's a better scorer, Allen Iverson or James Harden?
Better scorer, just pure
scorer. Pure scorer.
James Harden.
Okay, playmaker.
For others or for himself?
James Harden. Oh my gosh.
Both.
You sound like me right now.
Yes.
You sound like me.
I don't know.
You're thinking
really
about
close.
End the podcast.
I'm done.
It's
see you next
really close. By the way, Allen Iverson played over 42 minutes per game in every single game of the playoff run, including multiple 48-minute games. 45, 32, 33, 36, 54. That's all in a row. Then he goes 23, 30, 52, 20, 21, 34.
This is my problem with Allen Iverson. Y'all give him all this gas for that one finals run.
I think that finals run is worth giving him some gas for.
First off, 2018, James Harden going up against the Warriors with KD. If Chris Paul wasn't hurt, they make the finals that year.
Sorry, say that again?
2018. They make the finals, right?
James Harden?
Yes, with Chris Paul.
He should have played better in that series, man.
With no Chris Paul?
Allen Iverson had no one. Ever.
Wait, so
in Philly, Allen Iverson never had any help.
James Harden, okay. Well, if we're talking about supporting
James Harden in Houston had outside of Chris Paul still was not a bad team.
You want to talk about the 2019, 2018, so, 2017?
Okay,
that's fine. What we're talking about before that though, it wasn't great.
Like which years? Like the pre-Chris Paul years, the Dwight Howard years?
The pre-Chris Paul years, the Dwight Howard years.
The years where they were getting bounced in the second round?
Yes, they didn't have great rosters. They were getting beat by the Warriors every single year.
Philly had worse rosters and made the NBA Finals behind Allen Iverson.
But even then, James Harden had worse rosters during that time.
Trevor Ariza was on those teams. Ty Lawson was still good when he was on those teams. Guys. We're gonna talk about Eric Snow.
Oh my gosh!
Post injuries, Dikembe Mutombo.
Guys. I think Z, what you should do.
Iguodala was the second best player on the team.
I can't believe you actually believe this.
I actually believe with all of my heart and soul
you don't actually
and
believe
every
this.
bone in my body. Allen Iverson is better.
Peak for peak.
Peak for peak.
Peak for peak.
Peak for peak.
How?
Harden's peak was longer. Iverson's peak was more impactful and better. And
Harden's
by the way,
wasn't impactful.
Iverson changed so much about the league. There is no Kyrie Irving
on the court. Keep it on the court right now.
On the court. On the court. The finals run alone is all I need in my.
Objectively, a better basketball player than Allen Iverson. That's a fact. What?
I can't put Harden over Iverson, but I've never seen Harden.
And I'm done.
I've never seen Harden carry a team to the finals. I've seen Iverson take a team with no all-stars.
The year that he was supposed to make the finals, his co-star got hurt. That's not his fault. He could have played better.
He could have made the finals. He would have made the finals.
The thing with Harden, and I will say this because I am
most
a
turnovers in a
Rockets fan.
playoff game are James
Because
Harden.
I am a Rockets fan. In elimination games,
27 from 3.
In elimination games, he's not
garbage.
Good. He's not good. Outside of that, he's a solid playoff performer.
But you're saying outside of that, like that's not a big deal.
I understand that though.
Like but that makes or breaks a player's legacy. Your biggest moments.
But why is Allen Iverson getting all this bail now?
Because he wins in those situations.
Whoa, no, he didn't though. He never won anything. That's the thing.
In big closeout games, Iverson is one of the greatest performers of all time.
I understand that though. That's fine. That's fine. So that's it. That one finals run is what solidifies it.
So James Harden's only finals run came as the sixth man on a loaded OKC team. Iverson's only finals run came behind only his offense. There was no one else on that team producing anything good.
James Harden was going to make the finals in 2018.
But he didn't.
If it wasn't... Okay, so that's not his fault, though. So it's his fault. It's his fault that his team missed 27 straight threes. He was included in that as well. He had a horrible
elimination game. That game was winnable.
I understand that, though, but it's still...
Golden State wins by what? Single digits after Houston goes 0 for 27 from 3?
This dude is going up against Kevin Durant, Steph Curry,
in a
Draymond
single-digit game.
Klay Thompson.
All of those guys are playing badly. All of those guys are having a horrible game.
That's a better team than the Lakers. That's a better team than the 0-1 Lakers. The team that went 16-1.
But they're all having bad games, and it's a winnable. Okay. It's a winnable game in the fourth quarter. You give your star player the basketball, and what does he do? He doesn't take you anywhere. He turns it over 11 times.
So he's supposed to shoot threes for Eric Gordon. He's supposed to shoot threes for Trevor Ariza.
Go to the rim.
He's supposed to shoot threes.
Go to the basket.
I understand that.
You make the step back threes that you've been making all year.
But you're acting like that's all his fault, though. When it's not.
It's his fault that he couldn't take the team to the place where they deserve to be in a game that was winnable.
It's his fault that 4 other people couldn't shoot the basketball.
In a winnable game, he couldn't shoot the basketball.
Warriors, though.
He couldn't shoot the basketball.
What? I'm done.
He did not. How many points did he have in that game?
You can go to the points and stuff like that. It doesn't matter.
His stats are terrible in elimination games.
I've already said that. That's fine.
So when it counts most in the playoffs,
you're bringing up. The thing is, you're bringing up
one guy to win it for your team. It's not James Harden.
But you're bringing up that one playoff run, though.
I'm bringing up every playoff run that James Harden has been a part of.
Allen Iverson has had stinkers, though, in the playoffs. We can agree to that as well.
Harden's had more.
Huh?
Harden's had more.
Okay, I understand that.
Especially in the peak of his career.
Harden it's more in elimination games. Allen Iverson also has had bad games in the playoffs.
I understand that, but the thing that separates them, because they both had bad games, one of them took their team to the finals. One of them beat the greatest team in the league at the time. And what would have been almost the greatest team, like among the greatest teams ever. A top 3 team ever in the 2000-2001 Lakers. I mean, he scored 40 while Kobe was guarding him.
All right, let's walk out, man. It's over. I think, basketball license, it's revoked. It's officially revoked. We got to make a poll on this story. Do I deserve it or you?
This man is going up against the greatest team of all time.
It's cocked, guys.
And I'm
the
being
Lakers
told,
aren't that far behind
and
the
I'm
Warriors.
being told that it's his fault. That it's his fault. Outside of him turning the ball over, I'm supposed to believe
2018-19, right?
No, 17-18.
17-18?
No, that one I do now. That one I understand.
18-19 you give me.
I understand 18-19. KD was hurt. KD was hurt, and so he definitely. I understand both of them. He should have played better. But the other one, we had to be fair though. Chris Paul was hurt.
2 for 13 from 3-point range.
This is 18 or 19?
5 turnovers, 17-18.
Yeah.
2 for 13 from 3-point range is James Harden, 15.4%. He has 5 turnovers in that game. He scores 32 on terrible efficiency. And
I said, he's the only one creating. Chris Paul is not on the floor anymore. We know this now. We know we can't do that.
Who is creating shots for Iverson?
We can't do Allen Iverson. First of all, that Philly team relied on their defense.
But they had no offense.
That's fine, but they relied on their defense. They relied on their defense.
So they had a good defense. Did Houston not have a good defense that season?
Yeah, they're one of the best defenses.
They were one of the best
league.
defensive teams in the league. They had a good offensive lineup.
What defense gonna stop Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green?
The kind that had them in a single-digit game at the very end. It was a single-digit game. It was winnable.
Oh, my God.
It was winnable. In that situation, it was winnable.
So James Harden is supposed to control the fact that his other teammates can't make a freaking shot.
You make the shots.
Mike D'Antoni did not make adjustments.
Benefits James Harden. It benefits James Harden.
What did
All
they
James
say?
has to do is shoot the ball
well.
well.
What did they say? Live with the 3, die with the 3, right? And it hurt them in the worst way. I understand that.
It was a 9-point game. That's 3 possessions, right? That's a 3-possession ball game.
Yes, I understand that.
2 for 13 from 3 in a 3-possession game means a lot. About this.
He's terrible in elimination games. It's bad. Dating back to his days against the Warriors in 2015. Dating back to his days against San Antonio in 2017. I think he was bad. I understand though. Listen, I'm a Harden fan. In Houston and stuff. I defend most of his cases.
No, and I don't want to sound like I hate Harden. I love James Harden.
But I can't defend the elimination games. I can't. People can bring up the elimination games. You got me there.
Sure.
But we're talking about now. Let's talk about the fact objectively as a player. I understand getting to the top because we should have been done with this minutes ago, but we're still going. Harden is objectively a better basketball player than Allen Iverson. Can we agree on that?
I can't give you that. I will not surrender to that. I mean, like.
So what does AI do better than Harden?
AI has a cleaner handle.
Okay.
Cleaner handle can score James Harden's a better scorer.
Yes, he is.
I think at their defensive peaks, of course, James Harden was a more usable defender.
Yeah.
But neither of them were good defenders,
that's
right?
Fine. Yeah.
I think Iverson's leadership was better.
Okay, we're doing intangibles now.
Okay, you don't want to do intangibles.
Don't do intangibles.
Okay.
Don't do that stuff. Don't do that stuff.
Okay, so then I can't say scoring in big moments either.
Huh?
Scoring in moments where it matters. Playoff performances.
That brings him better. That's it.
That's you're saying that's it. Like that doesn't mean something significant. Like
the 17-18 Rockets. I understand that was pretty much James Harden. One of James Harden's best. I think it's probably James Harden's best team. Before that, he had bad spacing. Before that, and the first of all, 2015 against the Clippers, they should not have won that series because they were down 3-1. The Clippers should have objectively won that series.
We'll call that one the Doc Rivers special. They're giving up a 3-1
they should
lead.
not have won that series. 2016 against the Warriors, I think Steph was hurt that year.
No, 16 you weren't going to beat the Warriors.
He didn't have great supporting cast.
You weren't going to beat the Warriors
He
in
didn't
16.
have great supporting cast. But we're talking about when he had the supporting cast, his co-star got hurt. And I'm supposed to believe, yeah, you know what? That's James Harden's fault. That's his fault. And I understand he could have played better, but I cannot blame him for something that is out of his control. I cannot blame him for the fact that his other teammates missed threes consecutively.
But I'm telling you, it wasn't his control for his own offense.
I cannot blame him for the fact that coaching failed him. Coaching failed him. In those moments, if they're missing 9 or 10 in a row, you call a timeout, you say, Harden, get to the rim or get to the mid-range. At that point, James Harden wasn't even shooting the mid-range anymore. In 2015, he was shooting the mid-range. Daryl Morey took that out of his system. It's either layups or threes, right? So we know that. So basically, Mike D'Antoni should have legitimately said, Harden, get to the rim. That was a failure on coaching. Because in no way, shape, or form does any NBA coach see their team miss 27 straight threes and not make adjustments. Not make adjustments. He did not make a single adjustment. They decided to go with what they knew best, which was shooting threes. Like during that time, people say that the Warriors were shooting a lot of threes. It was really the Rockets.
The Rockets were
just shooting insane
sure.
amount of threes during that time because that's just how their offense played. But I'm like, how there are more things that he is not in control of than Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson, his team was built off of defense. His team was, and I understand 0-1. I will give it the 0-1 thing. I'm not going to give it the fact that he won a game against the Lakers in which 2 weeks the Lakers were rusty. The Lakers were rusty for 2 weeks.
That's such a cop-out of an excuse.
How is that a cop-out?
That's such a cop-out of an excuse.
The Lakers were rusty, though.
You play who you get.
You mean to tell me if the Lakers were, let's say the Lakers went through a long series.
So Shaq's 44
you want to give me that
nothing.
1 win?
Shaq's 44 means nothing.
You want to, but the only
44 and 20.
That's fine. The only thing that I'm saying is that you want to give me that 1 win? You want to give him praise for that 1 win?
I want to say that whole playoff run, because he had a number of 40-point games that playoffs, played above 42 minutes in every single game, which James Harden could not play more than 40 minutes per game. Even in his
most
prime,
of those games, they were getting either eliminated or they were blowing out teams.
It's like a 30. Like he's playing 35 to 37 minutes. Iverson is playing 42 to 48. Even during the regular season, leads the league in minutes per game.
Okay, we're talking about playoffs. We're talking about playoffs.
Okay, in the playoffs, he's playing even more minutes per game.
James
Harden's never played a 48-minute game in his career.
He hasn't had to because most of the time, like the teams have been
Iverson
good.
has.
Okay.
Iverson played in the win that we're not saying that that's the only thing, but in that win against the Lakers, 53 minutes.
But listen, good job. Yeah, of course. I just don't like the fact that they always do this with Allen Iverson, which they just give him that 1 win. That's it.
No, but I'm saying like the whole playoff run, and I can pull up numbers from that playoff run.
Yeah, I know how great he was. We don't need to talk
like
about that.
That playoff run is better than any of James Harden's.
You know what?
Let's
just get. How long have we been going for?
Too long.
Okay. Wait, how long exactly though?
We're at an hour and 40 minutes recorded.
Okay. Because I'm almost done with this, but
Noah's taking Snapchats over here. He's just an innocent bystander in this. You're on Team James Harden. I know this.
I am. Low key, like just make this another segment of an episode. Like
because you guys
this should just be.
You guys weren't around for Iverson's
This should just be a whole nother like extras of just a debate.
This might end up being off-season content because we're gonna need some good stuff to talk about.
I'm
in the
serious.
Off-season,
like we should release this as an episode just called Debate Showdown. This is one for the ages.
Bonus showdown. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do.
I think like this.
That's
crazy.
what we'll do.
I'm on MJ's side though, so we're.
I mean.
You're cucked. You see, you're just wasting your breath.
2001 playoffs, 41 against Indiana in the first round.
Greatest team of all
54
time.
against Toronto in the second round. 52 against Toronto in the second round.
Greatest team of all time.
46, 44, and 48 in back-to-back-to-back games against Milwaukee.
Oh, my goodness.
And then LA.
This is all off the dome, by the way. I don't have
no. You're doing this off the dome. I'm looking up stats. I looked up James Harden stats to try and find stuff as well. Like, I don't. Okay, can we at least agree on one thing? I'm fine with us disagreeing on this. Mm-hmm. Can we agree that it is not that far apart? That they are like maybe not. Maybe you don't want to say neck and neck, but they're not that far from each other.
There's a gap.
A large gap is what you're telling me?
I could really say large gap, but it's like I don't want to keep this thing going for too long, basically. So I'll just leave it there. There's a gap. Because objectively, AI is not a better basketball player than James Harden.
We're gonna bring Allen Iverson as a guest in the future, and
he's not a better basketball player.
There's no fucking way.
You know that he's not a better scorer. He's not a better passer. He's not a better playmaker. He scores better on all three levels, while being the team's number one go-to guy.
Iverson is more clutch, more productive, beat better teams.
Harden had the better peak though, right? 2019 clears whatever Allen Iverson was doing.
Just the regular season?
Huh?
Just the regular season or playoffs inclusive?
He got tired in the playoffs though. He got tired. So
he played less minutes per game.
Chris Paul got hurt for 20 to 25 games.
Less
that season,
minutes per game.
In the regular season or playoffs?
In the regular season and the playoffs.
Because they were over a 50-win team, so they were beating a lot of those teams.
So
he
shouldn't have been tired.
Huh?
If he didn't spend so much time at Magic City.
I'm sorry, he had a bunch of 30-point games.
So did Iverson.
50-point games.
So did Iverson.
Allen Iverson could never touch the heights of James Harden.
17, 18, right? This is the year that we're talking.
19.
18, 19.
One of the greatest offensive one of the greatest offensive seasons of all time. Clears whatever
it
Allen
is
Iverson
one of the
did.
greatest offensive seasons of all time.
Okay, so we're in agreement on that.
It is one of the greatest offensive seasons of all time.
All right, end the show.
Almost the same number of 30 and 40-point games. It's not that far off. And it was a lot harder to score points in the 2000s when everyone was fucking clogging up the paint. And the defense is a lot better. I'm gonna die on this hill. Iverson is a better player than James Harden. Until James Harden shows me he can actually play in the playoffs.
He's old. What are you expecting to do now?
Yeah,
he's old.
You're right. It's too late for him to make that argument.
Oh my gosh! 2021. First of all, he should have had a ring in 2021. He should have had a ring.
Man.
But that's not his fault either because he got hurt and then Kyrie got hurt against the Bucks. And he was, for people who don't know, James Harden was actually one of the MVP guys during that time as well. Like in terms of MVP, James Harden was being talked about because not only was he scoring, but he was also passing and playmaking for them. Like that's also something that people don't talk about. But then they're going to talk about the fact, well, he flames out in the playoffs. I understand that, but also we have to be fair that in some years, you know what, I'm done.
So we're calling it here, boys.
That's it. I'm done.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our spirited debate. Let us know who you think is the better player all time, who had the better peak. Give us your thoughts on Harden versus Iverson. Am I crazy? Is MJ delusional? Let us know on our Instagram at 3threatpod, the number 3threatpod. We'll put up a poll on our story, but you're welcome to DM us or comment on any of our posts. Like and subscribe, and make sure you give us 5 stars on Spotify. We're giving you bonus content in the first 4 episodes. We love our fans. We love our supporters. We appreciate all of the love. We'll see you next week here on the Triple Threat Podcast.